Hi everybody, Yoni Mazur here with Goflow. This is a special video production regarding Black Friday and Cyber Monday of 2025. We're heading towards the end of the year here, and we're about to close the year. But obviously, as we do that, we're entering the hottest selling season of the year for most merchants and brands out there in the world, and especially here in the United States. And obviously, 2025 was a crazy, rocky year with many unexpected things happening to many sellers and brands out there. Namely, the biggest one I would say probably is the tariffs. Global sourcing has been really on the upside down, which create a lot of interruptions and fears. And obviously, by having all these tariffs and the cost rising, it rises the cost to the sellers and merchants when they have to kind of keep delivering the best pricing possible and stay competitive on the marketplace. So it's kind of a squeeze. Costs go up. You still have to kind of maybe have your pricing and offers low, as competitors might be getting better prices than you, either because they pivoted quickly or they have they're a factory themselves maybe and they have better margins. Whatever it is, that is where the kind of energy flowing into the end of the year and Black Friday, Cyber Monday heading in. If we kind of look at it from that perspective, it's the crazy season, crazy for a crazy year. And you would expect that some things will go wrong or it's gonna be soft Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but nevertheless, we're gonna dive in and do a recap and see what happened and what are the kind of most important and interesting results there. So obviously, there are two massive shopping days, Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And they, when we analyze, we're going to see there's really two different stories that happen here, especially with consumer behaviors. So let's start with the first. Just the stats. Black Friday delivered about $11.8 billion in online sales, so close to 12 billion. And Cyber Monday topped it. It topped it with 14.25 billion in terms of revenue. So obviously, it comes to that head-to-head on the online level. Cyber Monday is the winner. That was to be expected. But another interesting little tidbit here is that in its peak, Black Friday provided about $12.5 million in revenue per minute during the midday. And then Cyber Monday hit 16 million per minute during the peak moment during the evening rush. So in other words, Black Friday, it seems like the peak moments are during midday. So because sometimes it just goes side by side with what's happening in the physical stores. You have all consumers coming in 9 a.m. or 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. into the stores and the malls and see what's going on, brick and mortar. But as they go there and throughout the day and midday, maybe they see a better deal online, so they go online and shop. Boom. When it comes to Cyber Monday, people at work, this and that, they see what's going on, and towards the end of the day, evening rush, that's where they place the order. That's where the peaks were for both days. So that was kind of interesting to look. But I would say, obviously, the big headline of the year was the tariffs. But alongside with that, it was the year, at least in e-commerce, where AI is playing more and more of a role. You got Rufus with Amazon helping kind of shoppers and consumers to figure out what to buy and helping with conversions and stuff like that. Of course, you got the regular big open AIs, Perplexity, other AI tools that consumers just ask about products and where they can buy these products. So in other words, AI SEO, right? You want to be able to rank there and appear there with all these tools and engines of AI. But on a quick e-commerce turn level, we see that on Black Friday, we saw the traffic driven by AI increased year over year by more than 800%. To be precise, it's 805% year over year on Black Friday. Okay, but if we contrast that with Cyber Monday, it's interesting. Cyber Monday also had a really dramatic spike, but not as large as Black Friday year over year. It's 670. I guess that kind of tells us that even last year, Cyber Monday is more of a digital day. The consumers were already kind of entrenched in with AI. It still ballistically went up 600%. But when it comes to Black Friday, which is more, I would say, brick and mortar, physical native, it made a big jump, 800%. So in other words, when people in the store, they open the phone, they use AI, what's going on? Boom, they find it online. So there was much more of a dramatic jump this year than the prior year. Cyber Monday, things are digital to begin with. So that all flows in the same way. So Cyber Monday brought in about 76 million in online shoppers, right, for that day. That's Cyber Monday. It's actually a growth from last year, right? So year over year, because last year was about 64.4 million. So between 64.4 to 75.9, which is around 76, year over year, it's around 20% increase on Cyber Monday. So long story short, a 20% increase in traffic year over year for Cyber Monday. So just getting more and more popular. Maybe it's the generation that kicks in, the tweens that become teens and they start shopping, or maybe it's more adoption on older generations and levels. But it's definitely growing and it's good. It's impressive. So it becomes more powerful. Another thing we want to kind of package here and deliver is that We call it Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but it's really more of a kind of 5-day stretch event between Thanksgiving, Black Friday. You have that Saturday, and then Sunday and Monday. It's kind of a 5-day holiday window event where it kicks off the whole December event of Christmas shopping. So if we bundle all of that into the mix, 5 days create about $44 billion in revenue, which is about $9 billion a day. And that kind of kicks off the ecosystem of the holiday season of Christmas, and a little bit into the physical retail context of what's going on here alongside e-commerce. So we see something interesting. So you would think e-commerce is dominated and it's prevailing, it's growing so much. Actually, year over year, the department stores, the physical stores, department stores show real strength with about close to 8% increase in foot traffic. So that's a really interesting thing that happened there. At least Cyber Monday was a 20% increase. So both of them are growing. So, that's a good news for both industries, the brick and mortar ones, the physical ones, and the digital ones. So Cyber Monday, it's a revenue king. We see it. There's more spend, more shoppers, more spending velocity. And Black Friday, at least on the digital side and the e-commerce side, it brought the revenue, it brought the sales, but it was a bit also about discovery and AI. That's when the shoppers kind of start browsing, comparing, researching, and kind of ask AI to lead the way as things kind of kick up into gear. And as they do, and they see the deals, and from, let's say, Black Friday to Saturday to Sunday, and then coming Cyber Monday, they're ready to commit. They're ready to commit. They see the prices are steady on the discounts and no more discounts coming in, and that's when they start firing off and triggering. So that's a really interesting dynamic that we can understand from both kind of days in that 5-day block that kicks off the season. Just to recap on that, Black Friday is really the browse. There's still money there, but if you are a smart, innovative, sophisticated seller, you realize that they can shop on the spot if they believe it's a good deal, but also optimize everything for AI for those days and everything for appearance for those days, because you got those window shoppers, and keep steady on what's going on. So you might expect them to do well also for you on Cyber Monday and really be fully optimized for that. So, okay, the quick takeaways from the Black Friday and Cyber Monday weekend, a 5-day event. Once again, Black Friday is discovery, traffic, and AI. Cyber Monday, conversion, urgency, and checkout. 2 days, 2 roles, but one unified strategy. You, as a seller, as a brand, you need to hyper prepare yourself for that 5-day block of days, right? And optimize everything, listing, the way it looks and feels, like the promos, the offerings, everything like that. And that will kick you off in a storm into the December season. And of course, make sure you have enough stock, enough inventory. Make sure that you're in all available channels that are relevant for you. You can be maybe more Amazon, or if you're Amazon native, make sure you kick off to other channels. Don't forget you have TikTok on a high rise this year. Walmart is steady and good. Obviously, not bad to have a Shopify storefront for your own brand. And then on and on it goes. You owe it to kind of yourself as a brand to be available for all potential clients that are out there, wherever they are, on the digital front, but also brick and mortar. The future of e-commerce, as far as we can see, AI, costs are rising, hyper competitive, but nevertheless, there's enough growth and abundance, and at least on the United States side, the consumer is very resilient. So that's it. That's a recap. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to learn more about Goflow, feel free to visit goflow.com. And of course, if you want to try Goflow for free, we have a special offer for you. It's called Goflow Core. It's a free tier that you can try free of charge, see how everything looks like, and it will help you to expand from Amazon to Walmart to Shopify and other channels. So feel free to visit goflow.us/core. Once again, it's goflow.us/core, so you can try it out. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, take care, everybody.